Hello everybody, I'm Certi and welcome back. We're in Planet Crafter again. It's been a couple of months since our last episode, but there is a new update coming out. I think I'm going to call it the Drones and Fish update, which is a bit of a spoiler. I had to do a bit of preparation work because I am playing in the development branch right now, so this will just give you an idea of what's coming. I did a live stream last night and well, night before last. Yeah, I had a couple of glitches. I had to move. I had to go back to an old save and restore it so that I could clear everything out of the waterfall biome because it has changed quite a lot. Yeah, my little base was here. Like literally this rock was inside my two living compartments. So, yeah, I spawned in from my teleporter and just got stuck. So yeah, that was fun. Anyway, so it's changed quite a bit. You'll see the rocks have changed. The cave entrance is still where it was supposed to be. So I'll just zip around there quickly so you can see it. This big rock over here is new. I need to go and look around. So yeah, the cave entrance is still over on the side. But the shoreline and the waterfall have changed completely. Looks really good. And these trees are not mine. These trees grew here. So, not sure exactly what it would look like when, you know, before we have water and lakes and stuff, but yeah, that looks good. And for anyone who's interested, just by the way, there's a lot of spoilers in this, so if you don't want to be prepared, don't watch. Right, if you go straight in here, we have, oh gosh, did I have to come in here at night time or something? Right, there's a cave. It's not huge, but it's a cave. I haven't been underwater to see if there's anything going on here. But I don't think that's supposed to happen. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on with the lighting. It wasn't this dark before. But anyway, so there's a cave behind the waterfall now. Let's head back and get into the meat of this video. Oh, it is nighttime. That's why it was so dark. Okay, so as things go, yeah, nighttime. So I'll just wait until daytime and then we can venture forth. Okay, we're back at main base and morning has broken. And just a couple of little things. If you remember correctly, the gas extractors had 4 slots. You would have to rebuild them. I don't know if it's going to automatically happen with old saves, but you may have to rebuild your gas extractors, and now they have 6 slots, which is quite nifty. And also, once you reach a level, you get nitrogen cartridges, and those will become important shortly. So bear that in mind. Nitrogen is a thing in the game now. None over there. Right, we can have a look at what we can do. Alright, the first thing you should probably do is go and grab a few chips. I think there are 4 needed. I'll just grab 5 just in case. And we'll just have a look at the unlocks. There it is. Drone station. Now, the drone station needs PC boards, circuit boards. But you can get circuit boards elsewhere, and I'll show you where to get them shortly. There's also a fish farm. And okay, by this stage I've already got them unlocked. Over here under the oxygen we have the water life collector. Now this needs to be built first. Okay, we'll go through that process. Don't know, nothing on this one and nothing over here. Right, and then on the biomass side of things, fish eggs. Okay, we've already unlocked the first 2. Nothing over there and nothing over here. And then under animals we have 3 more fish eggs. Now, the display names are not finalized. Remembering I am in the development branch, so there will be a few little odds and sods and stuff floating around where it shouldn't be. So you have another 2 types of eggs and then the fish display case. Right, so while we're here, okay, let me just turn my torch off. Decoder microchip. And that gives us mutagen tier 3. Next one gives us the deconstruction chip, T2. And then we get the satellite, the tier 4 GPS. And the last one, I think it's the last one, is the drone visibility rocket. So that just basically shows you where drones are on your map. There are no more. I don't believe there are any new screens. And yep, that is the last one. So now we need to put all that together. I think the first thing I'm going to start with is, let's go and get circuit boards. Right. But in order to get the circuit boards, we need the T2 deconstruct chip, which is this one. And that needs two nitrogen cartridges and the tier 1 chip. So I want to see how much nitrogen I have. Much. Just the one. Hopefully those will produce full. Oh my. I might need to build myself another container. New container. Over here. I put these temporary storage containers down and then they just sort of end up living there for the rest of the time. I will get rid of those. Now we need to grab a second nitrogen. And hopefully, there we go. Alright. That sorts us out there. I have the T1 deconstruction chip on me. Just take it out, go in here and build that. Now go back into my inventory and enable that chip. Sorted. Okay, so that's one. As you can see, you can make circuit boards, have it unlocked, so yes, you can build them now. But there's an easier way to get started. So we'll take the easier way. And we'll start with the closest rec, because there are now servers which, with the tier 2 deconstruct chip, you can deconstruct these servers and recover the circuit boards. Just need to remember where they are. There we go. That's what they look like. And can't remember if there are too many in this location. I think there were only those ones, unless I missed some somewhere. Yeah, I don't think I did. I think what we'll do is we'll go down to the other ship in the desert, because that's the second closest. And you'll notice colors have changed a little bit. There's some color on the crashed ships now, which actually looks pretty cool. Right, now, I don't know if this is going to change at any point, but there are servers in this area that cannot be deconstructed. That might change, it might not. But there are servers on all the ships. So, and if I'm not wrong, one of the ships, maybe this one, has a new secret entrance somewhere. So this one has now got one of those fusion reactors. We're heading to the back of the ship, the stairs, and I think these are some of the doors that open with the new. Yeah, there's the new reactor. Now the other two already have fusion cells in them. Alright. Now you'll also notice sometimes the servers are lying down, so you can grab them. So yeah, this is a new one with unlockable areas. And then if we go to the other side of the ship, there's another ladder. I can't remember if there's anything down here. Don't remember. Okay, so there's none on this side. Alright, let's get out of the ship. We have a few circuit boards. 10, which is more than enough to get us started. So in order to build the drone station, osmium rods, super alloy rods, fusion energy cell, and circuit boards. I have the stuff on me for the fusion energy cell. I'm going to build 2 of them. And then I'm going to need a super alloy rod. I'm running low on stock. Now the reason I'm building 2 of those fusion jobs is because I need to open up those locked areas in the ship in the desert. Alright, let's see. We have everything, I think. Now the drone station, the drones don't seem to. I'm going to build the drone station out here if I can. I'm not sure if you can build it inside. I don't have a big enough space for it inside. So I had it up on the roof in the previous one. It was a bit of a pain to keep going up there. So, okay, now what happens with this? First of all, hold on. Let me remove it so I can show you what the before and after look like. So if you have a look in containers, you will notice there's these 2 buttons. All right. Just bear that in mind. The same applies with mines. So if we have a look at this mine, there's just these two buttons. It's the transfer everything and the sort button. We build our drone station and we go back and have a look at the mine. Now there's this little button, and this is your supply and demand button. Now this we know is going to supply silicon, but okay, this is for a particular setup, so I'm not going to mess with that one. I'm just going to let it keep supplying for, what are we making here? The bioplastic nuggets. These, however, I can say that we will supply, because we're going to need plastic. And where's the plastic? There it is. Okay, so this one is going to supply plastic, and what I'll do is on the inside I have a couple of containers for plastic. How much do I have? Oh, I've got a full one there. Oh, that's got 4 slots left. Okay, so we'll say this one demands plastic. Okay, this button here is to delete your list, because you can actually demand more than one item. Now nothing's going to happen at the moment because we don't have any drones, but what I'm also going to do, because I'm running a little bit out of iron, is I'm going to say this one will demand iron, and this one will demand iron. And then I'm going to go out to my iron mine, and I'm going to say this supplies iron. Now I'm going to need, over here there is an inventory, but this is where the drones sleep when they're not active. So this port can handle 25, but if you have more, if this is full, they sort of just hover above the drone station. So if I go in here and I want to do drones, okay, it's the rocket engine, iron, and circuit board. So let's go and sort out a couple just to get the ball rolling. The drones ignore walls. Wait, I've got some rocket engines over here. Okay, so we'll take 2 of those. Just grab 2 iron. And we've got the circuit board, so build some drones. Right. And 1, 2. So we have 2 drones. They've disappeared. And wow. This is producing, so it means that those drones have already picked up. I keep missing them, but they are flying. Oh, they might be going to the iron. They ignore walls and doors, so you may see them flying through. There we go. There's one of our drones, and he's delivering iron and going back to the iron mine. So you can see the power of automation with this system. Now also bear in mind that when the final release comes, the miners, you won't be able to put down miners and just mine whatever you want. It'll work similar to the T2s. They will mine like they're doing now with all the benefits of a T3 miner, but you will not be able to mine like anything you want anywhere you want. It'll be location specific like the T2s were. Anyway, that's the story that we're hearing. So yeah, on the final, they still work like that now in the development, but one of the patch notes said that you will not be able to use them like that. So those guys that went out and built these hugely automated factories with miners in rows and just making stuff, you're not going to be able to do that anymore. Now you're going to be more dependent on containers and autocrafters in close proximity, because the autocrafters can also demand and supply. So this saves you a heck of a lot of time, because now you've got the drones that can run around and fill your containers that you want in your storeroom for the things that you need close at hand. Pretty nifty. Now, obviously, there will still be the runaround until you unlock that technology, but at least you know it's there and you can set things up with a plan to automate. Alright, morning's almost here. I used the opportunity to go and collect some materials for the next part. In the next part, now I fumbled around a lot trying to figure out how this works, but the water life collector you need first. And you should probably have them somewhere where it's easy to get them. I'm thinking of extending the bottom platform out further eventually, but just for now we're going to pop them over here, and now we wait, because these are going to give us phytoplankton, and there's I think 4 different types in the game. I've only seen A, B, and C. There's apparently a D, but we'll see. Now the other thing we're going to need to build are the fish farms. And we can't do the fish farms without the phytoplankton A. So we're going to have to wait for that to come in. Well, while we're waiting for the phytoplankton, let's pop down to the ship in the desert and go and unlock that new reactor and open some doors. There we go. Alright, I'll pop that in. And you just heard that noise, which means doors are open. And the first door is this one. Now with everything unlocked, unlock servers. And here's your mutagen tier 3, which is very handy. I think I'll take all of that. Oops. But I'm going to leave the seeds behind. I've got so many, I don't need them. But I do need space. Okay, some more. Let's deconstruct these. Couple more computer chips. Circuit boards. Alright, there's another door open over here. More. So as you can see, you get quite a lot. You won't have to craft for a while. Oh man, I should have left that silk and stuff behind. Loma seeds are always good. Man, I think there's another door that's opened as well, so maybe we'll make a trip back. But anyway, that gives you an idea of all the stuff that you can find in here. I can't remember if there's another door that opens. Yes, there is. Okay, and there's more stuff in here. So I'm going to have to come back for that at some point. Right, so we'll head back to base, and I'll see you when we get there. Okay, we're back at the base, and I've done a little bit of storage maintenance. Let's go out and see if we've got any phytoplankton A. We should have. There's A. Right, we'll take a B, and another A, and another A. Reason for that is we need the A's. Okay, we need the A's to build firstly the fish farms. Okay, so we'll put one over here, and what we need to do here is put eggs in, and we don't have eggs yet, so we'll get to sorting that out. And this was the part that confused me, and I don't know why, because it seems so obvious now. But yes, the eggs are produced in the DNA manipulators. So we're going to go and make 2. Hello, drone. It needs... Okay, first of all, let's look at the recipes. There they are. Phytoplankton A, mutagen 3, and fertilizer 1. And then there's the phytoplankton B. So we're going to make 1A and 1B. And we'll start with the A. And research. And then we'll go to the next one and pop the B in over here. Okay. They shouldn't take too long to finish, and once they're finished we'll come and have a look. In the meantime, I'm just going to go and clean things up a little bit. We're back, and looks like the eggs are done. There's a nice little red fish. They did such a good job on these fish. They really look good. So we'll grab those eggs and we'll go and put them into our fish farms. And that one over there. Look at that. Really good. Then we'll put the other one in over here, and we have the red fish. So there you go. That's how you get the fish. Now, what will happen now that you've started producing fish is that your biomass on the animal side will start increasing, as you can see. Going up slowly, but it's going up. We obviously have unlocked fish. And that will give us our last 3 unlocks, which are the fish eggs. The next fish eggs unlock at 50 kilograms of animal, and then 250, and then the fish display unlocks at 2.5 tons of animal. So that'll take a little while. We'll have to build quite a few more fish farms, and yeah, we'll get there. But I think that almost covers everything. There is one more little thing. So we do need mutagen tier 3, and I am thinking, let me... As you can see, this has only got 4, so let's clear that out and break this down and rebuild it. So this will give us now 6 spots, just around about here. I'm going to build myself another autocrafter. As you can see, it requires, I don't know, but it seems cheaper than it was before. 2 osmiums and a super alloy rod. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's what it is. So we'll just put this in over here and set it up to make mutagen 3, and everything is here that it needs, because mutagen 3 needs bacteria, nitrogen, and sulfur. And what I can do here is say, okay, well, this one demands sulfur. Where's the sulfur? And then pop over to my sulfur area and just set these mines as supply. And this, with the drones, will keep that container full and keep that production running, which is really handy. Okay, so that's that sorted out. I may never have to come back here again. I'm going to need more drones because obviously they'll eventually start struggling to keep up with the workload. It's not as if nothing will happen, it's just things will happen a lot slower. But in the meantime, we are producing mutagen tier 3, and it was as easy as that. Literally just put up another machine, no running around in the lab collecting materials, and that was a bit of a pain. So the way this is working, in case you didn't see it before, I've got bacteria here which uses algae and water, and the algae is down there, which the watercrafter reaches about 5 tiles in all directions, so that's not really a problem. They've also going to be changing the algae generators so that they produce more in a more compact area, specifically for the autocrafters, because there's no way to auto collect the algae. I think you can supply water. So if you go to the waters, yeah, you can supply water from your water collectors, but when it comes to your algae collectors, you can't. There's nothing you can do. They grow. You're meant to collect them by hand or have your autocrafters collect. So yeah, that's how that's working. It does look pretty bushy down here now, and it does seem a bit more compact. Anyway, it's not time again. I'll be back. Okay, I've just added a new container with mutagen tier 3, and I've set it to demand. I'll just set this one to supply, and we'll watch the magic happen. 3 there, and we should get drones. Okay, now the drones are probably running around grabbing sulfur, which is pretty far away, so it takes them a while to get there and get back. So I've loaded up and just build another 5. Right, and there they go, grabbing the mutagen and taking it across to the container inside. Superb. This will just carry on going now. Fantastic. Alright, I think that's about it. We're able to end on a storm, so we'll just magically edit to good weather. Alright, don't tell me it's getting dark again already. Alright, I think we're going to end it there. We have expanded our production of all the mutagen stuff, which means that we will now be able to build a lot of fish farms, so we can push that animal biomass up very, very, very quickly. And we've also found a whole bunch of circuit boards. We'll shoot up to that wreck. There are more up there, and the other wreck over there, the circle thingy. Yeah, we'll grab the circuit boards on that side, and that will allow us to build a lot of drones. So that is pretty much the drone and fish update at this point. It's coming out at the end of the month on the stable branch, and I'm hoping that there will be more. There usually is, but just bear in mind, the one thing is, if you do have miners all over the place, collecting all sorts of materials, that's not going to work in the stable release. You'll only be able to extract the ores that you need in the areas that you can find them. So iridium will be in that cave, sulfur will be in the sulfur area, and so on. And if you have anything in the waterfall area, I suggest, before getting started in the new update, in fact, rather do it as soon as possible. Just go and delete everything or move everything that you've put in the waterfall area out to somewhere else, because the rocks will cover things you will not be able to remove. If you've got like a habitat on that side, you won't be able to move it. If it's got things inside it, you can't break it down. So you'll have things stuck inside rocks, and you'll have like tree planters floating in midair, and missing heaters like I had that were hidden inside the new rocks. So yeah, just bear that all in mind. And I think we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining me. If you liked the video, give us a like. If you've got anything that you'd like to share or comment, drop us a comment. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, and we will see you in the next one. And that will be when we go live, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do another video unless something major comes out before the stable release. So yeah, if nothing major comes out, I'll see you with the stable release, and we'll carry on. So until next time, cheers.